Maps define us. Imaginary lines that delineate neighborhoods. They speak to where we've been and who we are. But these old boundaries only show part of the picture. Here are the new maps of Brooklyn. These are the maps that tell the story of Brooklyn today. And this is what it's like to live on the grid. Hi, I'm Zephyr Teachout and we are on the grid. Today we are looking at nightlife in Brooklyn. I bet you've always wanted to know where the highest concentration of bars are, the highest concentration of liquor licenses are in Brooklyn. Well, that's what we're going to find out. And to start, we're going to talk with John Mollenkopf, the director of the Center for Urban Research at CUNY. In recent years, Brooklyn has been transformed by economic growth, infrastructure changes, and commercial and residential development. In some communities, a vibrant nightlife scene is emerging. In neighborhoods like Williamsburg and Red Hook that have higher concentrations of bars, we can see how nightlife culture is really reshaping the borough.
Hello.
Hey, wonderful
Great
to see you.
Again.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Ice House. So where are we here?
We're here in Red Hook.
What does this map show?
These are the highest concentrations of premises where people have licenses from the state to sell alcohol for consumption at the property.
Okay, so this is
Bars,
roughly
yeah.
the highest concentration of bars in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
This map shows areas of concentration, but how different are these areas than the rest of Brooklyn in general?
As you can see, they're all on the periphery of the city. They're in areas that don't have a huge amount of residential property. They do have a lot of industrial and commercial space. Mm-hmm. And so that means that joints can be active late into the night. And that's one of the main reasons that there are concentrations located in these places. Let's start out where we are. Red Hook became gradually a place of interest because there was a lot of fairly empty or low rent space that artists, creative types moved in. There are new industries. There's a winery in Red Hook now. And on Van Brunt Street here, this gradually became a little bit of a commercial district for that sort of newly emerging population.
Now let's talk about Williamsburg.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your sort of portrait of the Williamsburg liquor license bar establishment?
So Williamsburg was always very much of a sort of blue-collar ethnic neighborhood.
So how did Williamsburg develop as this bar hotspot?
Well, a couple things happened beginning in the mid-'80s. The first thing is that the subway system got fixed up. Mm-hmm. And then later on into the 90s, the crime rate started to fall. Mm-hmm. So people began to venture to a lot of places that they wouldn't have before because they were somehow, probably wrongly, but for some reason worried about how safe it was. And since the L train goes from Manhattan over into Williamsburg in one quick stop over the Williamsburg Bridge, people discovered, look, we can't afford the Lower East Side, let's just go one more stop and there's Williamsburg. And gradually it started to fill up with young people, and the young people drew, entrepreneurs to come in and start places where the hipsters would like to hang out.
Okay. If you were to guess 20 years ago where you'd see the greatest density, would you have guessed Red Hook?
No, because 20 years ago there was Sonny's, and that was about it. There might have been one other bar here. Sonny's was like the last waterfront bar from the old days in Red Hook that somehow managed to hold on. Mm-hmm. And the person that owned it just was dedicated to keep it going, even if he only got 2 people in a night. Then gradually people started to find it, and then more activities were started, readings, and it just became a scene.